there. Thank you for joining us and being a part of day one of It Gets Better, a digital pride experience.
Hopefully you all tuned in at the beginning of the day to see Peppermint kick things off, and then maybe you stuck around and broke a sweat during our opening fitness segment. We are your co-hosts for the next 3 days.
My name is Scott Hoying.
Mitch Grassi.
You may know us from Pentatonics or Superfruit.
Or YouTube or any other number of things. We're everywhere. But now we are able to celebrate Pride with all of you. I know it's a bummer that the festivals and the marches and the concerts aren't happening this year.
But think of it this way. You're not going to be late for anything, and you don't have to battle traffic.
No long lines.
And if you see someone wearing your exact same outfit, you can just run into your room and change real quick.
That's true. There are definitely some good things about Pride this year, but we're not going to pretend. Things are definitely different. There's a lot going on in the world right now, but I think the beautiful thing about Pride is that it's a reminder to our
dignity, equality, and so it was really huge for me because I remember I was moving out to LA and I was out, but I was still like a little uncomfortable in my skin and terrified, and I just remember going to Prides and seeing people celebrate Prides, and something just kind of clicked in my head. I didn't feel as alone. It's amazing when you realize that millions of people are like you or supportive of you, and it's just it's so important to me to remind kids who are coming out and coming to terms with their sexuality that they are 100% valid, 100% beautiful, and not alone.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful celebration to remind us that we are all in this together, and it's also a way to give thanks to the LGBTQ plus people, especially Black, gay, and trans men and women that fought for our human rights. So, with that said, let's get on with the show. Have a ton of fun over the next few days, and don't forget, this is a Pride event, and it's supposed to be a lot of fun, but it's also a fundraiser for the It Gets Better project and their mission to uplift, empower, and connect LGBTQ plus youth all around the globe. Stories are important. Visibility is important.
So if you're able to support their work, you can donate right here on YouTube or Facebook, however you're watching. You can also go to itgetsbetter.org/donate. Happy Pride, you guys. We'll see you in a bit.
We're back and about to head into the final segment of the night.
We've got game night coming up. And let's face it, anyone who's downloaded House Party or been on a Zoom call with friends over the last few months has been practicing for this over and over and over.
Yes. We're talking trivia. We're talking Quiplash, plus some actual video game demos that some of you will have a chance to take part in.
And we've got tons more fun coming at you tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Pacific time with a group workout from The Fitness Marshal.
But before we move on to tonight's gaming segment, we wanted to share with you a photo from our collaboration with the One Archives. This is a photo from the Black Cat protests in Los Angeles. Now, we always hear about the Stonewall riots, but the protests at the Black Cat actually predated Stonewall by 2 years.
Yeah, 53 years ago, the Black Cat protests were organized in Los Angeles. The Black Cat riots were a community response to the police brutality LGBTQ patrons experienced when 8 undercover officers raided the Black Cat in the Silver Lake neighborhood of Los Angeles on New Year's Eve. These protests were the largest LGBTQ protests in American history at this point. The riots were organized by PRIDE, P-R-I-D-E, Personal Rights and Defense in Education, and an estimated 300 to 600 people took part in the demonstrations.
For more information on the One Archives and their work, visit www.onearchives.org and stick around because gaming is coming up. Now, while you wait, pop a comment into the chat. What's your favorite group play video game? We'll see you back here tomorrow.